Low board, dry, super dry, super dry. Carry, I actually had a carry load today that it was going up by like the tip of New Jersey, like as soon as you got into New Jersey. It took me 2 hours to get up there, but they had it for like 122, and I wasn't taking it for 122. One, because going north, you got tolls. You got Maryland tolls, you got Delaware tolls, and I don't think I would have had to get on the turnpike. I think I would have got off right at 295, which would have been to like the right of the turnpike. But still, you got the Delaware tolls and the Maryland tolls, and I would have had to pay some tolls coming back.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading.
What's up, y'all? I'm back. I got Airspace load. Look, cheeky, man. I'm gonna explain all that in a minute, man. I ain't had Airspace in a minute, man. It was crazy getting an Airspace load today. But they sent me to an air hangar, and it's like crazy security getting in and out of here. So I had to get out, go to the gate, go upstairs. Then the lady said she could come down and get me and then bring me around to the hangar. So once I get loaded and all that, I'll tell y'all a little bit more about the job and why I'm so geeking about it. I see the lady. All right, let me go get set up. And man, the guy was like, oh, if you go anywhere you're not supposed to go, the security guy, he's like, you're gonna get a fine. Make sure you go to the right place and the right place only. It's like, you're gonna get fined. I was thinking, you fine me, how you gonna get the money from me? How you gonna make me pay it?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. You can write me a ticket. How they gonna write me a ticket for getting lost? Ain't that something? He basically said they gonna give me a ticket. I think he was being a bit dramatic. You know, normally I'm the dramatic one. He was being a bit dramatic, you know? Look at this. One thing about this trucking stuff, man, you definitely gonna go on some adventures and see different things. Every day different. Look at this. Going to the airport hangar. Look, I'm gonna see if I can curve it so y'all can see. Look at that. Look at the planes. One day I'm gonna get rich enough, have my own private plane.
I'm rich, bitch!
Oh, let me see where she want me to park at. Let me switch it up so I can get loaded, y'all. So I just got to check the boxes.
Really? It doesn't make me sign? I feel like it's going to make me sign, so I'm a bit...
Okay, cool. I'm gonna scan them real quick. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let me not do it. Sometimes when I scan them and didn't get the signature, it'll log it out. So let me just get the scan. When they get the scan, it's so much easier. Perfect.
I knew.
I noticed that.
I know. I was like, I don't want you to leave without it because they won't.
They're gonna ask you to print it also.
No, come on.
No,
What is happening? It's like my whole life. Here, and I'm gonna put maintenance as the department. That's what I did for somebody else earlier. I was like, right? Like you're taking like all my information.
Thank you so much, man. You have a great day.
No, you're gonna just go the same way.
Get
out.
Got it. Okay, have a great day. All right.
A few moments later.
All right, guys. So great pickup. Happy to be picking up, I guess. I don't know what it is about Airspace. I always like picking up for Airspace. I guess dealing with the delivery apps, they always be like the easiest ones for me to deal with. They just do good business and communication and all that type of stuff. So I always just love Airspace. I got a soft spot for Airspace. They very professional, no issues. Pay always what it's supposed to be. It's just always great. But this is just a real small pickup for Airspace. It's like going maybe 15 miles or something, $60, but it's going to the airport, so it's paying a little bit more. So they estimated it at like $60, so it should be somewhere like that. So it's not gonna take me long to get there. I was definitely happy to get the load though, because since I was out sick, I haven't ran for Airspace, and I've been trying to get back in they loop or whatever the case may be, and it's been like crazy getting back in a loop.
Oh my God! Wow!
So I was a little excited to get this one because it was like they sent me like probably 5 different things on Friday, but I wasn't really feeling them. The prices wasn't bad, but they was going like a different direction. Like the distance paid good for the distance, but where I would have had to go to get it and then take it to on a Friday, it wasn't worth it. So they literally sent me probably 5 of them back to back. They was all coming from the same, what this person doing? They was all coming from the same pickup location. So that company must have had a bunch of stuff going out that day. And I was like, nah, I can't take it. So I was mad because it won't help. It's not helping me get back in the system. So this one kind of helped me get back in the system. So hopefully they'll start sending me something, because the load board been like dumb slow. So today it was dry. So when I saw this one, I was like really kind of happy. Like, oh, this is my chance to get back in the algorithm. So I just got loaded at the airport hangar. I'm about to head over to the airport. It shouldn't take me that long to get over there. Probably 30 minutes max. I got to do an IAC form. When I pull up, I'll tell y'all about the IAC form. If you haven't seen me talk about the IAC form, I'll tell y'all a little bit about it. So I'll see y'all at the delivery location.
2,000 years later.
All right, so that took a little bit to get unloaded. The airport, when she scanned it, she was like, looked like you got tires in there. And she was like, the tires can't have air in them or something like that. I did hear about that on like TV or something, where though, somewhere, I don't know wherever, but something that caused like an explosion or something in the plane, I believe. Y'all can verify that. But it took a little while. It took me at least 30 plus minutes to get unloaded. So, but this is a crazy thing. I'm telling you about the algorithm. And it's just like this on my eBay store. When I post new items, I get more sales. If I don't post, I don't get a lot of sales. It's weird how that works. Not weird, but I'm sure they got it set up like that so you can stay active. But on my way, like I was just pulling up at this airport, and Airspace sent me another load, probably 10 minutes from here. But it's a short load. It's probably only gonna be like maybe $40. It's only going like a couple of miles, but still it's in the algorithm. Like once you start rolling with them, that's how it is. So it's like you just got to get back active with them. Sometimes it's good to just take something just so you can get back in their system. So this one ended up being like $62, but my time had got cut off somehow, so I had to call them and get them to fix my time. So I think it's gonna go up to probably like 67 to $70. So that'll be not bad. All I did was come across town to the airport, so I'm happy about that. I can say the fact that I'm back in their system. So I'm about to head over to the other job because I gotta be there in 30 minutes. But it's not that far. Let me ETA it, and then I see y'all at the next location. So I see y'all in a few shakes.
Okay, I'm waiting for the punchline.
I'm loaded and headed to the drop-off location, and it is exactly about 12 minutes, I think. It's right around the corner. So 13 miles. So I'm gonna knock this out and tell y'all the craziness. See y'all in a second. All right, so we all done with that second Airspace job. It wasn't that bad. It was a lot of totes coming to this surgical center or something like that. So it wasn't too bad. A couple of miles, paid $42. So I want to say it was probably 100 and something for the day. Order history. They still haven't added my time on my other ones. I don't know if I'm had to submit a dispute or not, but they haven't did my wait time on the other one. So right now it's 102. I'm pretty sure that's gonna go up probably another $10 maybe for the wait time at the other spot. So not too bad. It's cool to be back into they loop of things. So that's cool. It's 2:30 right now. So I'm pretty sure the day probably wiped out. I don't want to say that because with Airspace, you never know. There's stuff always all day. Course, task. Okay, so that's gonna be wrapping this one up. Pretty cool day to kind of get back in the system. Low board, dry, super dry. Carry. I actually had a carry load today that it was going up by like the tip of New Jersey. Like as soon as you got into New Jersey, it would took me 2 hours to get up there, but they had it for like 122.
Stop it. Get some help.
And I wasn't taking it for 122. One, because going north, you got tolls. You got Maryland tolls, you got Delaware tolls. And I don't think I would have had to get on the turnpike. I think I would have got off right at 295, which would have been to like the right of the turnpike. But still, you got the Delaware tolls and the Maryland tolls. And I would have had to pay some tolls coming back.
He's not coming back.
So it was just no way 122 was possible. Like if it would went to the tip of Delaware, where I just would have had to pay that one Delaware toll, I probably would have did it for that price, because it would have took me 50 minutes to do it. But this, for that price, no way. So I actually put it in for $275, because that's what I feel like it's worth. Because I would have burnt about $50 in fuel round trip and my toll fees. So I wasn't doing all that. Cost me probably $75 or close to it in expenses. I wasn't doing it, no way. So I don't even think I would have did it for 200. Not that far, maybe. I don't know. Depends on the type of day I was having. Like if I had a day where I had done like a bunch of other little things, and I would have threw that on top of it, I probably would have went to about 200. But $122, it wasn't no way on earth. So actually, I was going back and forth maybe with another driver, because they said somebody else had put a lower number in. So I went back and dropped it at 260. And then when I did that, they was like, oh, they gave it to another driver. So I missed out on that one. So that's pretty much probably gonna wrap it up for today. I forgot to mention the IAC form again when I was at the airport. But again, if you do the IAC form, it's just the, like I said, I've mentioned this several times, but I don't know, maybe you ain't see one of my other videos, but the IAC form, all you're doing is the form you need to go to the airport when you're making the delivery to the airport. So when you're making the delivery to the airport, you gotta fill this form out. And all you're doing is putting the airway bill, the date on it, and sign your name. So it's pretty simple. Like I said, when I first heard about it, I was a little like, I don't really know what to do. But you know, a lot of times we overthink things, and it's really not really necessary, but we can't help it. I'm pretty sure the majority of the world do that. We all overthink things, put too much into something that don't need to be. So it's just three things: the date, the airway bill, and print your name. That's pretty much it. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Like, I can't even get it out, man. It's almost gone. This cough and the cold is almost gone. Definitely not as bad as it was, but it's still like lingering. It's crazy. But hopefully I should be good in another week or so, maybe less. But thank y'all for watching, man. I definitely appreciate it, and I'll see y'all on the next video. I'll see y'all on the next video.
I never made it, but I know